myself Dr. R.R.Dube. Today I am giving uh, the presentation on project management as an introduction. At the end of this session, you will be able to explain the key concepts, life cycle phases and stakeholder roles in project management, and how to plan, how to execute, how to monitor and uh, close the project effectively, assess the project performance based on the scope, cost, schedule and quality while managing the risks and uncertainties. While discussing the introduction, uh, generally the project management consists of a large area where we can have large domain we can consider, and each domain they have the basic fundamentals that can be considered, that involves the planning, executing and controlling the various tasks. It ensures the project goals that are met efficiently, which is defined initially. The projects have defined the objective, the timelines and the resources, and it is also essential for business success, because whatever we are making the planning and making the execution, that should be give the correct validation, and it helps the organization manage the complexity and the risk. So if you can see in the diagram in the project management, we have the process, the planning, the organization, the execution, the timing, the control, the strategy, development, analysis, and overall the result of the working of that project. Defining a project, initially it is a temporary endeavor with a unique goal. It is defined a start and end date. So within that start and end date, we have to make the execution of the project. The project requires specific resources and the constraints. They follow the structured methodology, as well as the successful projects deliver tangible benefits. Why organization use the project management? Again, this is a very good concept which is always required while making any project successful. It improves the efficiency and the resource utilization. It enhances the communication and the collaboration, reduces the risk and increases the success rates, ensures that timely delivery of products and the services. Now the delivery of the products and the services, it should be within that time frame that has been defined initially, and aligns the project goals with the business objectives. Now for this we have to see the project life cycle that consists of initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and closure. The initiation defines the project objectives and the feasibility. The planning that will make the development, schedule and the budget. Budget it should be such a way that it should minimize the overall working, and it should satisfy the customer or any other members that has utilizing the project. Then execution, that is implementation of project plans and managing the teams. Then monitoring the track progress and address deviation, and finalize the deliverables and document lessons learned. In this figure, project life cycle, we are having the prediction or a plan driven project life cycle with measurement points, that is selecting, that is initiating, we can call that as selection. Then charter, that is any agreement that we have to make between two uh, parties or two companies that has been made initially as a charter, then we are having a planning, and then we can make, after planning, we can have the kick off the project, then the execution, where we are making the progress reports, and that is a continuous execution process that has been handled, that giving the project result. And then the in the administrative closure, it will see first the working of the project, that is the closing and realizing that's also always considered whether it is practically implementable, whether it is validated, and whether it is according to the norms, and that will give the correct result and the benefits, measures that can be used as uh, in the project life cycle. So what are the stakeholders in the project? So in the figure there are various stakeholders, the customers, the suppliers, the government, the directors, the public, laborers, so on. So stakeholders include the client managers and the team members. Each stakeholder has different interest and expectation. The communication with stakeholder is critical. That is, you have to make the communication with the customer and with the end user, and there is a proper communication, and that should be in a serious way. It is a very critical communication. Stakeholder engagement ensures the project success, and managing the stakeholder conflicts. So there is any problem associated while doing working of the project, that can be entertained and that can be negotiated, and that negotiation is a key challenge in the while discussing the stakeholders of the projects. The project management knowledge areas, the integration management, scope management, time management, cost management, and risk management. In integration management, there is a coordination of all project elements that we have seen previously. The scope management, we have to define and control the project work. That is, we have to define the scope initially in short, and that will consist of all the requirements and definitions related with the problem. The time management, the scheduling the tasks and deadlines, so there should be a perfect start and end date, and scheduling of all the work, small tasks has been worked out, and the cost management, that is budgeting and financial control, and the risk management, that we can having the identifying and mitigating. So any problem has been associated that can be mitigated as a project risk. Now measures of project success. So in the figure it is shown as schedule variance, that is meeting the project scope, timing and cost constraint, then satisfying the stakeholders and customer requirements, delivering the high quality outcomes, then enhancing the organizational reputation and learning, and ensuring the sustainable benefits. The sustainability has to be maintained while carrying out the project working in satisfactory manner, so that sustainable benefits beyond the project completion. So after project completion, that has been carried out beyond the project completion. The project life cycle approaches the predictive, that is we are having a type waterfall, that is sequential phases with strict planning. Then we are having adaptive type, that is agile that is iterative and flexible execution. Then we are having hybrid approaches, combined waterfall and agile. Selection depends on the project complexity and requirements, and agile is popular for software and R&D projects. So there are project roles and responsibilities. The project manager, so in the figure it is also shown the project sponsor, project manager, senior project manager, project coordinator, project administrator. So this project manager leads the team and ensures the success. The sponsor provides the funding and strategic direction. Stakeholders influence the project decision and outcomes. Functional manager allocate the resources and expertise. The project team executes the various tasks associated with the project and contributes the goal. Then operations again versus projects. Projects are temporary and unique. Operations are continuous ongoing. Projects have defined goals and deliverables. Operations focus on maintaining the business function. Project management methods are tailored to the project needs, and operation benefits from routine and standardized method. So we can see in this figure the major difference between operation and the project. While in the project management, soft skill and hard skill is again important. Soft skill, that is communication, leadership, problem solving. Hard skill, scheduling, budgeting, the risk analysis. Both soft skill and hard skill are essential for project management. The soft skill help in team leadership and stakeholder engagement. Hard skill ensures the technical and logistical aspects are managed. Lastly, we can see the authority and responsibility. The project manager is responsible for the success but may not have the authority, needs strong negotiation and communication skills. Functional manager hold the authority over the resources. Project manager must motivate and influence the team members, and effective collaboration between the managers to have a key success. So this is the last slide, project scope management that defines project variables, and the work slide, it prevents the scope creep by setting the clear boundaries and uses the work breakdown structure for planning, monitors the scope throughout the project, and ensures the stakeholders' expectation that can be managed. So these are some of the parameters that has been I have presented as an introduction of the project management. There are some other parameters that also can be considered. Okay, thank you.